Today we're going to talk about that new movie on Netflix called Leave the World Behind. Now, there are a lot of subliminal messages and messages in the movie and things like that. But again, they're only telling you part of the truth. They're telling you half the truth. Okay, so the whole world's going to watch it. Oh, look, man, they're admitting this and they're admitting that. They're admitting everything, but the main thing. The world is under judgment for what has happened to Israel. That is the one thing that none of them will admit. They'll talk vaguely about how America has done these things and that's why America is under judgment. But hey, just like I did in that last video, Arabs are under judgment. Europeans are under judgment. Asians are under judgment. Anyone, not all, but I'm just saying anyone that's had their hand in the destruction of the Israelites is under judgment. So let's listen to this video, a clip from this video. I'm going to play the video because I don't want to get any strikes or anything, because I'm going to put this up on YouTube later. But I want you to check out, just listen to what this brother was talking about on his video and the connections he made to slavery and what was talked about in this new movie, Leave the World Behind. This is the brother's video. I'm just going to play a clip so we can just listen to it real quick.
This movie out, Leave the World Behind, on Netflix, because it's the most accurate and realistic end-time movie that you would ever see. It's executive produced and also directed with the assistance of the beast himself. Now, there are too many messages and signs in this movie to cover in one video, but there are three important things, the most important things to take away from this movie that's relative to end-time prophecy in the scriptures. Number one, the movie starts off with a family going on vacation to a small town called Point Comfort, okay? Also in the movie, there's a tanker that runs ashore. The name of that ship is White Lion, remember that. Also, in the car, when the father was driving, the radio station was on 1619, if you notice that. Now let me read something to you. In late 1619, enslaved Hebrews landed at Point Comfort, today's Fort Monroe in Hampton, Virginia, aboard the ship White Lion. You think that was a coincidence? You got the White Lion ship? So, even though they want to...
Okay. So did you get that? 1619 on the radio station. Going to Point Comfort on vacation. White Lion ship running aground. All signs of slavery. The 400-year prophecy. They're all well aware of this. The world is not aware of the fact that this 400-year prophecy was beginning in 1619. But what everyone wants to keep thinking that only America's was responsible. Only America's had the Hebrews in slavery. See, you got to go back to the book of Enoch. In the book of Enoch tells about the 70 shepherds. All of these nations have had their opportunity to have us in slavery. This is our last captivity. So there's no other nations going to be raised up here at the end to now put this Hebrews in slavery and everything else. That's not what's coming on the world right now. This was just our last captivity. Now look at this year, 1776. This was a cycle. In 1776, Pluto was over America. When this country had declared their independence, right? It is a 243-year cycle. At the end of 200, if you add 1776 plus 243, the cycle of Pluto, you get what year? 2019. Look it up. No, and if you add 2 plus 4 plus 6, actually, no, 243. 243-year cycle, my bad. And you add 2 plus 4 plus 3, you get 9. And the number 9 means destruction. Pluto is about destruction and new beginning. So in 1776, we broke away from Britain. And 2019 was the end of their reign and the beginning of the Most High making that huge switch. So it's a 243-year cycle with Pluto. Okay? And nothing has been changed ever since 2019. We know what happened in 2020. So our tribulation was coming to an end. They want to make it sound like the tribulation is going in the future, but check this out. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. See, it's not just America's going to be destroyed and everyone else is going to be okay. They're going to be able to reset everything and start everything anew. No, all the tribes of the earth are going to be mourning because the Israelites are going to be restored. The Most High's chosen people are being restored at this time. So again, 1776, you add your 200, right, and 43-year cycle, and that's going to get you to 2019, like I told you. You know, what happened we already know what happened in March, of 2020. I'm making a connection today with a lot of different scriptures, okay? So we understand, like, that's here a little, there a little. That's how you're supposed to read these scriptures and the different pieces, okay? Now, this is a huge part of prophecy that has been, that's being fulfilled that most are totally unaware of. Talks about 2nd Ezra 14:45. And it came to pass when the 40 days were filled, that the highest spake, saying, the first that thou hast written these books, okay, publish openly, there's your Bible, that the worthy and unworthy may read it. That's what's been going on. That's when, they were spreading the Bible all over the place. But keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people. And at the end, that's what, there was a famine of the word because you only got so much information and all these books were being hidden. Now the Most High is flooding the world with information. But 46, but keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people. For in them is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and a stream of knowledge. Those are the prophecies being fulfilled so that the end may come. Okay, the Most High gave this information back to his people. The scriptures are ours. If you go to Psalms 147, 19 and 20, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as far as his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. The judgments are now coming on the other nations. They have not known judgment for what they've done to the Most High's chosen people, but you will now. And see, this is what you're seeing in the movie, 2nd Ezra 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And man shall desire to go into the city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be destroyed, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay, and man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Behold, saith God, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me. So it's not just America, it's all of you, okay, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another. So it's going to be all of you fighting one another. It's not just you guys all just ganging up on America. It's like all of a sudden now you guys everyone's ganging up on Ish. All of you are guilty. But why is this happening? Let's continue. This is the main secret. They don't tell you why. Oh, America's made a lot of enemies. Yeah, he made, and all of you have made enemies with the Most High by how you treated his people. Verse 21, the next verse after you've read all of the things that are happening. Why is this happening? 2nd Ezra 15, verse 21. Like as they do yet this day unto my who? Chosen. I thought we were all the same. No, he has a chosen people. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom all of you. Okay, thus saith the Most High God. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. You killed us. Skip on down. Woe to 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Most High. I will not spare them. He will not spare you. This is what they're really trying to hide from you. Psalms 83 has taken crafty counsel, and they've cut us off from being a nation. Now there is hell to pay for those actions. The whole world is mourning in Revelation 18. The whole world, looking at Revelation 18, is mourning because they had made a covenant with the Most High, with Babylon, and now Babylon is being destroyed. And that is what they're not telling you in these movies about why this destruction is not coming on just America, but the whole world, because you destroyed the Most High's chosen people. And now Destruction is coming for you.